When the last shots were fired in May 1945, Germany was almost unrecognizable. Cities lay in ruins. Streets were littered with bricks, bridges were destroyed, factories were empty and burned down. People were returning from bomb shelters and camps, finding nothing but charred walls on the site of their homes. Millions of families lost loved ones, and those who remained were just trying to survive. Life in the early post-war years was harsh. There was desperately not enough food. The cards were given out, small portions of bread, potatoes, and margarine. Many went out to the outskirts of towns and villages to exchange their last belongings for groceries. A jacket for a kilogram of butter, a family ring for a bag of potatoes. It was cold and hungry on the streets, and the winter of 1946 became one of the most difficult. Germany was divided into 4 occupation zones: Soviet, American, British, and French. Life was different in each zone. However, everywhere people faced the same problems: lack of housing, lack of fuel, destroyed infrastructure, and uncertainty of the future. West Germany. The beginning of the economic miracle. Factories, shops, and hospitals gradually began to be rebuilt in the American, British, and French zones. In 1948, a monetary reform was carried out. The old Reichsmark was replaced by new German marks. This put an end to the endless shortage, and store shelves began to fill up with goods for the first time in many years. With the beginning of the Marshall Plan, investments, equipment, and machinery came to the country. Thousands of people got jobs. Some built new houses, some repaired railways or opened small workshops. Despite the difficult past, people learned to laugh anew, had holidays, and started families. Already in the early 1950s, rapid economic growth began in West Germany. It was called an economic miracle. The country has gone from being ruined to one of the most successful in Europe. East Germany. Life in the GDR. In 1949, the GDR was formed in the Soviet zone. Prosperous in theory but difficult in reality. Factories were nationalized, and the land was combined into collective farms. There was a lot of work, and the state provided housing and stable salaries, but almost everything in the shops was obtained by queues and coupons, and the movement of people was strictly monitored. Young people studied in free schools and universities, but many dreamed of going to a place where there was more freedom. To West Germany. Because of this, the Berlin Wall was later built. Ordinary Germans between ruins and hope. The lives of ordinary people were gradually getting better. The women, who were called workers of ruins, shoveled trash in the streets, rebuilt houses, sometimes carrying bricks with their bare hands. Men returned from captivity, and families gathered again. Children were playing in vacant lots where recently there were destroyed neighborhoods. Gradually, schools, cinemas, buses, and shops with normal goods appeared. By the end of the 1950s, a new country had grown out of the military devastation, divided but alive, full of hope and aspirations for a peaceful life.